Welcome to East Oak Web and Marketing. Today, we're exploring Google Chrome developer tools. Now, this is a beginner's video, but we're going to also explore how I use it in my day-to-day work as a web developer. First, an overview. What is it? Google Chrome Developer Tools is a handy tool that developers and web users can use to get extra information and test websites. How do you use it? First, you need to be using Google Chrome web browser. There are two ways to activate it. You can right-click a web page and click Inspect. Personally, I find this more tedious. I don't want to right-click and do this a million times a day. So I use the keyboard shortcut Shift-Command-C on a Mac. If you're on a PC, use Control-Shift-C. While I'm in Chrome DevTools, I can also use this to toggle between searching elements with my cursor and not searching at all. This is super helpful. I often keep my fingers over these three buttons as I work. The interface. 1. HTML window. This shows the HTML that's on the page. You can find this by right-clicking the page and clicking View Source. Wow, beautiful. 2. CSS. Depending on how big your window is, you will see the styles and the computed window. Both are super helpful. Styles show all the styles on the page, while the computed only shows those that have priority to be shown, because that's how CSS works. 3. Device button. This allows you to see what the site is like on different devices. While I have found it to be a bit buggy sometimes, it is great if you are working on a laptop and want to see what the site looks like on a much bigger screen. 4. Console. I often use this when I'm looking for page errors in the JavaScript or any other errors found by the browser. Sometimes when you move the site over to HTTPS, there will be mixed content errors, and this is a great place to find them. You can also test out some JavaScript here too. 5. Sources. I use this sometimes to find source files on the site like style sheets, images, and fonts. Some people hide stuff on their site. Here's where you can sometimes get around that. 6. Network. This shows when the different parts of the site are loaded and how long they took. When do I use the developer tools? Here are some examples. 1. When you want to see the HTML code of each element. I can also visually highlight the element on the page as I scroll over each line of HTML. I can also right-click a line of HTML and click Edit as HTML, and then I can just copy out the HTML of a section and paste it somewhere else. This is awesome if I want to test some code somewhere else or edit it really easily or anything like that. I can click each element and see its CSS code. Here, I can see the code in the Styles section, while I can see all the sizing options here on the right, as well as all the applied styling below. If I expand a style, I can see all the other styles for that property, and when I click, I get linked to the actual code. If I want, I can also click here to go to the style sheet. I get directed to the Sources tab. I can then right-click and open a new tab to see the style sheet if I want. Boom. I often use this section here to look at the padding and margin of the elements. This is often when I'm copying a section from another page or a website, or when I want to make sure my website exactly matches the design I was given, pixel for pixel. Okay, I love this feature. I use this all the time. I can edit the CSS and HTML right here to test out different formatting and styling of the page. I can test stuff like changing sizes and colors. I can add in new styles directly as well. 4. Hover function. This shows what happens when hover is activated, but you don't have to actually hover over the element with the mouse. When would you use this? This is super helpful when you are working on a navigation menu and you want it to stay open while you style it. Okay, that's all for today. That should give you a good head start on using the Google Chrome developer tools. If you have any questions, please just leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, give this video a like if you found it helpful or you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.